Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the Free Black Women's Library YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for liking this video and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Welcome back, y'all. Sharing with you another thing we got in the mail this month at the Free Black Women's Library. So those of you who've been watching my videos, you know that I do these weekly book hauls, just sharing with you different books that we get into the library every month, every week, every day. But we don't just get books. Sometimes we get other things. And I wanted to share with you this gift that we got this month. This is a card deck. This card deck is called Self-Care for Black Women, and it's by Oludara Adeeyo. Now, when I first got this card deck, I was like, this looks and sounds familiar. And then I went looking through our shelves and I remember because something about it just made me say, And then I realized that it's from a book. Self-Care for Black Women by Oludara Adeeyo. 150 Ways to Radically Accept and Prioritize Your Mind, Body, and Soul. It says Black women are beautiful, strong, and successful. But in a world that systematically devalues both Black people and women existing at the crux of these two identities, it can be a constant struggle. Oludara's Adeeyo's Self-Care for Black Women is here to help you prioritize you and your mental, physical, and spiritual wellness. So it looks like Oludara is actually a psychotherapist based in Los Angeles, in addition to being a psychiatric social worker. So she created this book, and then recently they turned the book into a card deck. I love a card deck. I have probably about a dozen different types of decks. Some of them are tarot, of course, and then some of them are related to like things like this around taking care of yourself. Not all of them are by Black women. I have Shani Nicholas's astrologers card deck, which I got at like an event that she did. I have the Wild Woman Tarot. I have so many card decks, y'all. I don't know what it is about my brain that it really enjoys this idea of just like pulling out a card and reading it and being activated by that card. I think it's because my brain really enjoys when things are categorized and organized in a very, I don't want to say linear fashion, but just very kind of exact. Either way, there's 50 card decks, 50 cards in this deck. Self-Care for Black Women. It says 50 empowering activities to radically accept and prioritize your mind, body, and soul. Now, what do y'all think about the concept of self-care? What do y'all think about engaging in a self-care practice where you're making space for yourself on a regular basis to nurture your own self? I hope y'all do that. I hope y'all don't lose yourself, right? It says Black women deserve to put themselves first, especially in a world that systematically puts them last. With 50 self care activities for mental, physical, and spiritual wellness, Self Care for Black Women deck helps you prioritize you. Now, let's see. Opening it up. Let's see if we can just pull. It's really pretty. Look at these cards. They're very beautifully designed. I love the colors. And there's 3 sections: mind, body, and soul. So let's pull one card from each section and see what it tells us to do. Pulling a card from, for those of you who do tarot or work with decks, you know that sometimes you just have to open up your heart and your mind and just take in, just intuit and believe in the idea that whatever card you pull is the card is supposed to give you some type of message. So let's see what we get for mind. Stop policing your speech. With hypervisibility as a Black woman comes hyper awareness. You are conditioned to be super conscious of how you speak. of how you sound, look, eat, walk, breathe, you name it. It's exhausting. If you find it hard to speak because you don't want to come off as aggressive or like an angry Black woman, then it's time to work on taking back your voice. Find small opportunities, like with a trusted friend, to convey exactly how you're feeling without adjusting your tone. As you practice this activity, you'll begin to let go of obsessive thoughts and gain the self confidence to use your voice, despite what others may think of you. So, this is under the mind section, and the self care activity is to stop policing your speech. This is interesting to me because this activity, even though it's supposed to be about the self, it requires another person to actually take place, because it says to find small opportunities, like with a trusted friend, to convey exactly how you're feeling without adjusting your tone. So not only does it require another person, but it requires a friend who knows you, and you might feel vulnerable enough with and comfortable enough with just saying exactly how you feel without censoring, without any type of like holding back. So for those who are may not have a person in their lives, this might be a hard task to take part in. But I will say that maybe if you don't have a person to do this with, you can try doing it with yourself in the mirror. I believe in mirror work, talking to yourself in the mirror, saying things you want to say out loud to yourself in the mirror without changing your tone, speaking in a clear, direct manner, and also journaling, writing it out in your journal, right? Writing things out in your journal, or talking into your phone, speaking into your phone, using the voice note, right? So there's that. So this activity is stop policing your speech. For those of you who are watching this, let me know if you feel like you have the opportunity to share how you feel without censoring yourself, without changing your tone, without talking nicer or softer. Like, do you have access to spaces and people that offer you the opportunity and allow you to take up space in that way? I hope you do. I really do. And if you don't, just work, you can create that space for yourself on your own and keep your eyes open, because you never know what the universe might be giving you in terms of that person, right? Anywho, let me get off my soapbox. Let's go into the second section, which is called body. Body yada 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 body yada 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 body crazy body crazy body. I love Megan Thee Stallion. She's an Aquarius like me, and every time I see the word body, I think about that song, body yada 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 yada. But let's see what the body card will be. I'm gonna randomly choose a card and just trust that whatever card we find is the card that we need to read. Um, yeah. So it's a little something called divination, if you will. I think the one about policing your speech, I could definitely apply that to myself. It's kind of ironic that I'm doing this video, and I definitely do have some trepidation, nervousness, anxiety, uncomfortability, and insecurities around speaking, public speaking, speaking to you on camera, sharing my thoughts, sharing my ideas. I do. I do. So that's something I need to work on. But anywho, this, it says wear sunscreen. That first card was speaking to me. This card is also speaking to me, because I don't be wearing sunscreen, y'all. I forget. I forget. Wear sunscreen. You must protect your beautiful brown skin from the sun's rays. Black people tend to get diagnosed with skin cancer at a later stage simply because many do not wear sunscreen or do regular skin checks for cancerous moles. Don't be like that, sis. Begin by incorporating sunscreen into your everyday life. Purchase a facial moisturizer with an SPF of at least 30. Additionally, cover your body in your favorite sunscreen. Find one that doesn't leave a white residue. Make a yearly dermatology appointment to have your body checked for any possibly problematic moles. Your melanin-rich skin deserves this type of self-care. She ate with that. She ate with that. This is a good one. Wear sunscreen. I need to remember to wear sunscreen. I forget. I just be throwing on some shea butter and leaving the house. And last year, I actually ended up getting sunburnt really bad all over my legs because I just fell asleep on the beach and woke up and my legs look crazy. Like they look like they had been sizzling in an oven. But yeah, so that's the one I pulled from the body section. We have one more section left that is called soul. Soul. Isn't this so pretty? So let's see what the soul card says. A little divination. See what card we pull. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. I pulled two cards by mistake. I guess I need to read them both. The first one says, practice radical honesty with yourself. Self-care requires you to be brutally honest with yourself. This means looking within and examining where you are getting in the way of your wellness, sis. Begin practicing radical honesty by increasing your self-awareness. Look at every area of your life with a rational lens. Get real with yourself about your thoughts and actions. Resisting the need to justify any self-sabotaging behavior you engage in. Next, examine when negative emotions like jealousy or anger rise in you toward people and situations. Don't judge yourself for these emotions, but simply ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? The more you pause to explore what's going on within, the better you will get at being radically honest with yourself. Woo! This is something I need to work on as well. Practicing radical honesty with myself. I am definitely a workaholic, and sometimes I realize, or I'm starting to realize, that I may use work as a distraction from dealing with my own inner work. Uh, when I say use work, I mean the work that I do with the Free Black Women's Library, as far as cleaning, organizing, curating, planning, programming, fundraising, emailing, meetings. It's a lot. It's a lot. And the work I do is relevant and important. And I definitely think it's has a lot of value, but it also does sometimes feel like it is distracting me from the work I need to do on myself as a person, just for my own personal growth and liberation, child. Lord have mercy. Anywho, the next card, because I pulled two cards by mistake from the soul section, is ask for help. Excuse me. Why is this card trying to read me? Ask for help. Stop proudly calling yourself the strong friend and ask for help. While there's nothing wrong with being a strong friend, you need to recognize that self-identifying as one is detrimental to your spirit. You're carrying burdens you don't need to hold on to by yourself. Whew. Let me read that again. It says, you're carrying burdens you don't need to hold on to by yourself. Is that true? I need to think about that. You're probably exhausted from doing this. It's as if the Black woman experience must include bearing your struggles alone. However, knowing when you reach your limit and need help is a special kind of superpower. Tap into it. Practice asking for help with people you trust who love you unconditionally. Start with folks you know and then work your way up to strangers. The more you ask for help, the easier it'll get. Yeah, I already know that I do not like asking for help. I do not like being a burden to other people. I do not like inflicting labor on other people's lives. I know that I in my community, the people that I know, the people I'm connected to, whether it be my friends, my peers, my comrades, everyone is dealing with a lot. Like everyone is literally fighting a battle. People are dealing with racism, sexism, poverty, microaggressions, which are not micro, whether it be at work. People are dealing with health issues, mental health, physical health issues. People are stressed out here. So part of the reason why I don't make it a practice to ask for help is not so much because I feel like I'm the strong one, but because I never want to be a burden. I don't want to add more labor or more work to other people's lives. That doesn't seem fair. So that's where I stand with that. But yeah, these cards are great. These cards are great. Another card for the mind section is do nothing for 20 minutes. I had therapy today, and I feel like my therapist talked about a little bit about like just being still and being with my breath. So that resonates. Another random card from the body section, drink more water. Definitely need to do that. And another card from the soul section is to create a financial plan. All things I need to do. All things I need to do. So yeah, so shout out to this publisher for sending us the self-care for Black women card deck. Really appreciate it. It basically takes 50 of the prompts within the book. There's 150 prompts in the book, and it looks like the card offers 50 activity, the deck offers 50 activities. So thank you so much for this author and this publisher for sending this deck to the Free Black Women's Library. It's super helpful, and it will be here with many of the other random card decks that we have received, as well as the graphic novels, the zines, the comic books, the monographs, the board games, the puzzles, the coloring books. We got a whole bunch of stuff here at the Free Black Women's Library for folks who maybe you're not coming in to read a book. Maybe you're coming in to have a moment of self-reflection and self-study. We got some stuff for y'all to check out. So, anywho, leave me a message in comments. Let me know what you think about self-care. Tell me what is your favorite self-care activity. And yeah, if you struggle with any of the things I've struggled with, let me know that too, because I don't want to be alone out here. And please, please, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Join me on Patreon if you want to read, write, and study together monthly, the Black Interior, and so on and so forth. And wishing y'all lots of care and consideration for yourself. Please take it easy. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.